Hey guys, I am so excited to share with you that I have illustrated a book and it's going to be published in the spring of 2021. So the name of the book is Brave in the Water. It was written by author Stephanie Wildman and illustrated by me, Jenni Feidler-Aguilar, or you might know me as Mrs. F. So this is the front and back cover of the book. You can see on the front, the character's name is Deontay, and the book is obviously about swimming and being brave in the water. On the back, we have the endorsements, and I want to share with you a little bit about my process today. So I've created 26 individual paintings, all with the character Deontay and his grandmother. I'm really excited for how this book has come together with the text put together by Lawley Publishing, who did an amazing job formatting all of this. I've dedicated this book to my grandpa, Walter Bobatek, and I said he's the bravest person I've ever known. His inspiration and ambition will guide me always. So here's a little sneak peek of what some of the pages look like with the text. I'm really excited to introduce you to Grandma and Deontay. You can see the book takes place at a playground and near the pool. So a little bit about the process is that I first created sketches for each page, and once they were approved by both the author and the publishers, I would then go on to create the painting. The sketches were simple, very simple pencil drawings just to kind of lay out where things would go. And once I submitted the sketch and the painting, I put them in these Google Docs so that Stephanie, the author, and Lawley Publishing, the publishers, could take a look and give me feedback. So they had the opportunity to write notes to me in this Google Doc, make comments, and let me know what they thought about how my work was going. So when I did the sketches, sometimes they would change a little bit, but I would stick to the general format and maybe add or take a few things out depending on how they were going. It's always been a dream of mine to illustrate a book, and this was really a dream come true to have this opportunity. I was really excited to be able to work with Stephanie and Lawley Publishing, and it's amazing to see this come together. This process took a lot of time, from the sketches to the paintings to the research and figuring out how things would look. But it's really been worth it to see it all come together with this beautiful story. In order to do my illustrations, I had to do some research first. So I looked at photographs of playgrounds, children. I looked for specific positions that I knew what I was going to paint, and lots and lots of images of peacocks, because the peacock does play a critical role in this story, and I wanted to show a peacock in many different angles and places throughout the story. Also, I was not familiar with the yoga pose that Stephanie had written into the story, so I had to do some research and take some screenshots of those, as well as the pranayama breathing. I found a lot of images from pools, underwater scenes, the one where Deontay is underwater with his cheeks puffed out. I found reference photos for those. So research was a really important part of creating these illustrations. I dedicated this book to my grandpa because he went through a really difficult time in his life that no one should have to endure. He was a prisoner of war in World War II and taken from his home, put into slave labor camps and orphanages, and living in several different countries before being reunited with his mom. And he was a child through all this. But despite those hardships, he flourished and he became a very successful architect, a city planner, and an incredible man. So I've decided to dedicate this book to him, because to me this book is about bravery and overcoming fears. In the final pages of the book, we see where Deontay begins to overcome his fear, and he uses pranayama breathing to be able to find the strength and the courage to take those steps into the pool. And after he overcomes his fear, he finds that joy that we often do when we conquer something that we're afraid of. Water safety plays a critical role in this story as well, and the last page is dedicated to a pool sign that I created with a life draft. And then we have bullet points of water safety rules so that the reader can be reminded of safety around water as well. And then here at the very end, we have the biographies. There's Stephanie Wildman, the author who wrote this amazing story. And then there's me, Jenni Feidler-Aguilar. So that's a little background into how I created my book, and I'm really excited for it to come out into print and to be able to share that with all of you. Thanks for watching. This was behind the scenes for Brave in the Water. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like.